I should probably mute this. Alright, I seem to be live. Okay, good, good. Alright. Alright, Pokemon. It's too early for this. I've gotten 3 to 4 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours. But we're up. We're up all night for some fun. We're up all night for the Pokemans. 5 minutes, quick predictions. We're going to see the box legendaries. We're probably going to see the boxes as well. People are saying wolves for the box legendaries. I see it, right, like in the logos. I don't care for it. We're going to see the Bidoof equivalent, the Pidgey equivalent, probably the Caterpie equivalent. I know by what standard I use it should be Rattata equivalent, but Bidoof is the best one. Bidoof's that Pokemon that, like, originally I liked, like, ironically, like, oh, it's Bidoof, he's a joke, right? But then, at some point, that ironic, like, making fun of Bidoof became, like, sincerely liking Bidoof. So, yeah, I guess I do. But I think we're going to see those three. There's usually a dog Pokemon at the beginning of these games, like Herdier or Rockruff. We might see that. We might also, like, if we see that, but we don't see, like, the Grubbin or Caterpie or Cascoon or whatever, that wouldn't surprise me. And, because I guarantee you, they're going to save one of them for E3. I think this release cycle is going to be a lot smaller than Sun and Moon's. Like, Sun and Moon, we basically knew everything going in. This time, I feel like we're going to know a lot less. I don't think we're going to know the evil team. I'm not expecting too much from this. I'm expecting very early on. I think they'll explain gyms, but I don't know other than that. There was a leak that was going out this morning that I think is stupid, honestly, but we'll see. We'll see it. The guy's got a track record, but then there was a leak a few months ago that also had a good track record, and they both have conflicting information. So yeah, we'll see. I don't think we're gonna see a rival. That's a guarantee. I think we're gonna see the professor. I hope for a female professor. I like the idea of female professors. Those are a lot of fun, and we haven't had one since. Well, we had Burnett, but since not Birch, Juniper. Yeah, it'd be cool to see another female professor. I had an idea where it was, but I hate it, so I'm not gonna say it. For like what the female professor would be. What else? I'm not expecting, again, I feel like we're gonna go in knowing a lot less. I don't think they're gonna, it's 15 minutes. They're gonna waste at least 5 of those minutes doing like the standard like Pokemon spiel, like there's gonna be some sort of trailer or something. There always is. It's a Pokemon game. Come on. We've been around this block enough times. I have a prediction. I said this on Twitter. They're like a dragon type evolution. Drakeon. I like that name. The name was what sold me on it. That's why I think that's gonna happen. Okay, so you can see I didn't know if you could see the cursor. But yeah, I'm hopeful. I mean, I just beat Ultra Sun and Moon a few days ago, like Sunday night. Tallest. So yeah, I'm kind of in a Pokemon mood. I was considering like going back in, like I'm halfway through X and Y. I tried starting it up again and going over to the 5th gym, and I was like, nah, I need to take a quick break from Pokemon. I don't want to like Pokemon myself out right now, you know what I'm saying? Also, just this morning, it was technically data mined last night, but they announced the new Splatfest Unicorn versus, I want to say, Narwhal. Yeah, Unicorn versus Narwhal on the 14th. That's next week. Next week, I will be covering E3 right here on stream and archived onto the channel, like always. I've been kind of like, do I want to do a pre-E3 Splat and Chat and then a post-E3? The post-E3 is inevitable. I'll do that no matter what. But I'm trying to like, do I want to do a pre-one? Because I do have at least 10 topics. Here we go.
Welcome to Pokemon Direct.
Hopefully
I'm the Pokemon Company.
I don't know how loud it is.
Today, I would like to provide the latest news about the Pokemon Sword
Okay.
and Pokemon Shield games.
I kind of turned it down a little bit. I don't know how loud it's going to be.
Please take a look at this video.
Music's kind of loud. Oh my god, it looks nice. That's our rival. Yep. It's another nice guy rival. We give nice guy rivals too much shit. I actually really like Hau. We give him too much. Did I actually get the professor right? Oh. Oh god, that music. Ooh, that music's not good. That's copyright strike right there. There's a thing though with There's a thing though with I was like, my idea for like a professor is like a school teacher. And that's kinda like a headmaster, and that's kinda what we're seeing a lot of new Pokemon. I love this roaming thing. I'm so glad they brought that back. Roaming's one of my favorite things. God, it looks so open. Multiplayer? Oh shit. Multiplayer like raid. It's a raid kind of thing. Oh, there's a lot to unpack here. I saw this weird bird thing that I'll have to look back on. Oh my god, that's a lot in like a short time. Is this giant? Oh my god, so the leak I saw this morning was real. Giant Pokemon? I kind of hate that. Fine. I like the other leak previously, but fine. An idea of a raid is kind of cool, I guess. Stadiums for our gyms. Oh gosh, look at those proportions. This is weird. I don't know how to feel about this. This is weird. They just look like an older version of our rival. Look, I'm turning it back up a little bit.
Hello, I'm Masuda from Game Freak.
Okay, so there was a lot there. There were a lot of Pokemon. There were some I did like. The giant thing. We got a lot more Pokemon than I was expecting. I love the roaming thing. I wish Pokemon followed behind you. Because Pokemon in the world just makes it feel alive. That's what I love. And alright. This video's getting copyright stricken no matter what. That's how Pokemon Company is. Nintendo got better, they didn't. They got worse, actually. Well, duh. So they're called stadiums, not gyms? Well, okay, they use Gym Leader. I actually like challenges in Sun and Moon. We don't really talk about it, but it had a lot of, like... They were, like, really well done. They had a lot of character in them. Alright, let's hear about these things.
To tell you more about some of the Pokemon that reside in the Galar region, I'd like to hand it over to James, the art director on these games.
Hey, Jamie.
I like that sheep.
Hello, I'm James Turner from Game Freak. I worked as the art director for these games. There are a lot of never-before-seen Pokemon that await you in the Galar region.
I like that
Allow
sheep.
me to introduce you to just a few of them.
I mean, it's basically the modern Ampharos, but I like Ampharos a lot.
I'd like to show you is
Wooloo. Oh,
characteristic
that's...
is its fluffy fur, which
I
is
love it.
provided by weavers
I love it
in
so
the
much,
Pokemon
actually. Sheep.
who use it to craft popular specialty goods.
Oh, I love
This
it.
Pokemon here is Gossifleur,
Gossifleur?
the flowering Pokemon.
Huh.
Gossifleur favors places with clean air and water.
Huh. It's like a
Is said to have
gossip.
healing properties.
It's a flower, but it reminds me of a bell pepper.
It's called Dredge.
That's a one stage. That doesn't have a pre-evolution and it doesn't have an evolution.
Edges of its jaw.
If it does, it's like Go-Goat. It has a pre-evolution but no evolution.
Vicious nature
I've been around the block enough times.
for all but the most experienced trainers.
Gosh, I love that they can walk around.
That can be seen flying
That's
steadily
cool.
through the sky is called Corviknight. It puts
That's
its
cool.
skills to use when working as a flying taxi, which will take the player back to any
Oh,
town.
are they
he or
gonna
she
do what I want?
As many of you
So no... Okay, that tells me no HMs, which,
changing
good.
their appearance and becoming stronger in the process. Gossifleur is one of these Pokemon. When Gossifleur evolves,
Oh,
it
it's
becomes Eldegoss.
weird name.
As you can see, there are now small seeds scattered across its fuzzy head. These seeds are said to promote growth in plants and can revitalize both people and Pokemon.
Huh.
That's all I can show you this time. There are lots more Pokemon living in the Galar region for you to discover.
You know,
Of course,
I'm-
you can look forward to finding many Pokemon.
I'm glad they're keeping it small. Like, how are you gonna turn the switch? Are you gonna? Do you have to put your Switch in docked mode to evolve Inkay?
that inhabit the Galar
Or can you just turn the controller upside down? I think, I think it actually looks pretty nice. It's getting... I've always said I want a Pokemon game made by Monolith Soft. And that's... Seeing this giant open area is what it reminds me of. It kind of reminds me of a Monolith Soft style game.
Stretches between cities and is filled with abundant nature as far as the eye can see. Different Pokemon can appear
See,
depending
gosh,
on
I
where you
I
are
like
and
that.
what the weather is like. Meaning there will be new discoveries for you.
Oh,
each
do
year.
I like that?
Some of you may already have noticed, but while adventuring through this area, you
God,
have
look at that
control over the
city.
camera, allowing you to better search
Awesome.
for items and Pokemon. So
Oh
far
gosh,
wide
it's
that
actually
Eldrazi
giving me
is
everything I
above
wanted.
And even in the lakes. You never
Ooh,
know what you might find.
I'm actually glad it is. Ooh,
In certain locations in the gallery,
take advantage of your hardware,
a
man.
can be triggered that makes a Pokemon giant in size and gives it incredible strength. This phenomenon is called Dynamaxing.
Dynamax.
opens up new possibilities in the heated battles performed by trainers and
Now, the other rumor was like this armor thing. I actually really liked that armor idea. And then when I heard this on the leak this morning, I was like, okay, that's weird, but I guess I'll be... Seeing it is different than just reading about it on 4chan.
Let me tell you more about the new Dynamax feature, which will surely bring about all new strategies to Pokemon battles.
But it's this game's Mega Evolution or
In Dynamax to not only
Z moves, which all those should be coming back. I don't know why you'd leave out Mega Evolution, because those that's so cool.
all the
That's...
turn into powerful max moves.
I mean, it kind of is like Z moves if they're putting it like that.
Dynamaxing can be used once per battle. However, the Pokemon will revert to normal after 3 turns.
Oh, okay, that's...
You need to choose wisely when to trigger it. Mastering Dynamax will be key to becoming a full-fledged Pokemon trainer in these games. Remember that wild area we told you about? If you connect to other players, you'll find more ways to play there.
So multiplayer, ooh. It'll probably just be in like...
Features is called Max Raid Battles.
Why in like these wild areas?
Courses to challenge wild Dynamax.
Because like I doubt you'll be able to play through the entire game with your friends. Be awesome.
The wild Dynamax Pokemon keeps
I don't want always online though. That'd be stupid. It just
it also has special powers that make
like I don't want this to turn into Destiny.
only
Maybe one day, but that's not anytime soon, Pokemon.
Coordinating with your team will be crucial when taking on these powerful wild Pokemon. If you and your allies manage to emerge victorious, you will get a chance to capture the Pokemon in a truly dynamic catch sequence. The Pokemon that you can take on in max raid battles also vary depending on where you are in the wild area and the state of the weather. Among these different Pokemon are some that can only be caught after you defeat them in max raid battles, so we hope trainers will join forces and test their...
I mean, I'm more interested in the raid part than I am, I guess, the non-raid part.
Max Raid
If they do
Battles
it
is a
right.
Strategic cooperative 4-player gameplay against a single Pokemon, which is a first for the main series of Pokemon games. It's going to be a ton of fun to use your Nintendo Switch system's local wireless functionality to tackle these battles with friends in person and experience the excitement together.
Okay, but can you do it
Also
online?
connect with other
Yes.
players over the internet to enjoy playing with other trainers from all around the globe. So I hope you'll try Max
You'll
Raid
probably be able
Battles
to play...
with sorts of
Now, if you play online, you can only do raids with randoms, no raids with friends.
Next, I would like to introduce some of the people you'll encounter on your adventure.
It's gonna be our nice guy rival. People will hate it.
This guy is the greatest trainer in the Galar region, and
That-
also the current champion.
Yep.
His name is Leon. In a
Leon.
region where Pokemon
Why do I feel like they've
is
used that
widely
before?
ignored, his undefeated record in official matches is all the more incredible. His popularity is only enhanced by his shining personality, winning him the adoration of trainers across the region. It's no exaggeration to say that he is the most prominent trainer in all of Galar.
Hmm.
The champion has a younger brother who also happens to
Oh.
be one of your rivals.
I thought it was gonna be his
His
son.
name is Hop.
Hop.
Dreams to one day become champion, just like his elder brother, and he trains vigorously every day.
You know, if they do like a
His
a
journey to
Deku
the Galar
Todoroki
region
thing
is
with it,
yours.
I guess it could work, but he looks too much like a nice guy rival.
A great deal of support from these two characters. Professor Magnolia is the
Magnolia.
professor of the Galar region, and
But yeah, no, she's actually kind of what I was picturing in my head.
Sonia is her granddaughter and also serves as her assistant. Their abundant wisdom and sound advice will surely come in handy.
No, I like both of their designs actually. Eh.
Next, I would like to talk about the Pokemon gyms in the Galar region. You and your rival will need to take on the Pokemon gyms throughout the region in
Yep.
order to achieve your goal of becoming champion. These gym stadiums are constructed in very special locations that allow for Pokemon to be Dynamaxed.
So
The gym leaders also have
that means it's not going to be like an all the time thing.
You'll need to counter them.
You can only do it in like gyms and probably online and whatnot.
Battles between two Dynamax Pokemon are explosive and will cause the energy and excitement in the stadium to reach its peak.
Is there like a mechanic where you have to like to win the gym battle, you have to win, but you also have to like
This is
praise the
Master
audience?
Milo.
Milo.
This gym leader is all about enjoying battles alongside his
I mean, his name actually matches him. Like
overcome
that's
his tenacious fighting style to continue your journey.
the lack of nose is weird.
Many more heated battles against gym leaders over the course of your adventure.
We've shown off quite a bit today, but I have one more video I would like you to see.
Let me get ready to mute it.
Please take a look.
I probably won't have to, but this is gonna be our box legendary. This is the box legend. Come on, come on, be something cool. It's a wolf. It's two wolves. It actually doesn't look that much. Oh god, it's holding a sword and it's got a shield as a face. Ooh, Ooh. Ooh, come on. Good twist. Ah, nothing. Nothing.
The two Pokemon you saw in the video are in fact legendary Pokemon of the Galar region.
Come on, have good
called
names at
Zacian
least.
And Zamazenta.
And Zama. Oh my God, those names,
Look
man.
forward to discovering for yourself just what role Zacian and Zamazenta will play in the story.
And I remember, I couldn't even remember Yveltal's name a few days ago.
Direct. Of course,
But
what we revealed today is just a small part of what you will find in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. There are many more Pokemon and interesting characters for you to discover
Yep.
in the Galar region.
We're putting everything we've got here at Game Freak into making
November.
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield a game that everyone around the world
Because,
will enjoy.
well, I think Pokemon can release in October. It hasn't in a long time.
Look forward to it.
But a November release date wouldn't surprise me.
Thanks to all of our guests from Game Freak. Finally, I would like to announce the release date. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will be available
November 15th, yep.
15th, 2000.
God, the wolf holdings, that's just so weird.
And starting today, you can pre-order a special double pack. Stay tuned for more information.
Is that going to be
Look
like
forward to your new Pokemon adventure in the gallery.
just two? Is it going to be like you can get both games for like 2 cartridges for like half the price? Or for not half the price, like you save like 10, 20, you save $20. It's got to be at least 20. Or is it going to be like you get one game and you get a digital copy for the other? That would be disappointing. Yeah, no, I liked it. There are a lot of things I liked in there. I think the raid's an interesting idea. I was making fun of Mario Maker earlier if it wasn't obvious with the whole friend thing. I like the new characters. They said multiple rivals. That's interesting. So you're gonna have multiple rivals. I mean, you have got the professor's assistant, whatever her name was. Is she going to be another rival, or are they going to do like a is this Chiron and Bianca thing? Are there other rivals? Yeah, he looks like a nice guy rival to me, but he may not be. I don't know. I wonder if I could find that real quick.
Through the Galar region begins on the
Like he seems like a nice guy, but then like you look at him like that, and he has the potential to be kind of jerky. But I like the thing I brought up earlier with the Deku Todoroki thing, right? Where it's like he's in his brother's shadow, and he's like trying to be better than him, and it brings this complex dynamic. I think people would be down for that. I don't know about that for sure though. New Pokemon. This thing I love.
In a town in the
Look at that. That's adorable. It better not become an electric type, because we've already done that with Ampharos. Please, it's normal right now. If I had to take a guess, this is our Bidoof, which I don't know if it is or not, but if I had to take a guess, this is like the Bidoof of this game, which... Because we didn't really get what I was expecting. Like I said, I was expecting the Bidoof, the bird, and the Rattata. We kind of got that, but we also kind of didn't. It's more complicated than that, really. But right now, I love this thing. I hope it becomes something cool. Like, if it becomes like a goat, because sheeps and goats are kind of interchangeable, and it's got like little horns and whatnot, I'd be down for that. I skipped over one. Gossiflower. Gossifer is something. What's a Gossifer? But yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a chili pepper. It's the curved design right down there. Other than that, I guess it looks fine. This is our... But I wonder if the flower on its head, is this a 2-stage or a 3-stage? Because otherwise, if I'm thinking of a 2-stage, my comparison is Jump Pluff. And that's its final form, and this is its second one. But this feels like a first form. So it might be like a 2-stage Jump Pluff or something. But I could kind of consider this our... This is our Jump Pluff, our Flabébé. What other thing am I forgetting?
flowering Pokemon.
What was Gen 6's bug? Did Gen 6 have a bug, or was that Flabebe? Lurantis in Gen 5, it's basically that. So maybe I also got that right. It's our bug grass type. This, again, like I said, I was comparing it to Go-Goat earlier. It also kind of reminds me of, well, Turtonator, not, well, yeah, no, actually, it got Turtonator, but Torterra was what I was looking for. This is totally a single stage thing. I can see it having a baby. I can't see it having an evolution. If it does, that'd be cool. But it's gonna be one of those Pokemon that has like a gimmick, like some sort of special ability that makes it good. And then
Its fuzzy head.
I totally see the cotton. Again, I kind of I kept comparing it to Jumpluff. It's very familiar looking. I guess that's what I can say about all these Pokemon, is they're very familiar. But I mean, this is 800. There's what, 809, not including anything from this game. But I guess it looks fine. Right now I like that sheep. Oh yeah, Yoshi. Where's did I skip over the bird? Yeah, here it is.
Flying steadily through the sky is
Crow. I'm trying to get a good shot on it. Oops. That. Okay. That I could also see in either a 3-stage. I can see that in anything. It could be a 3-stage. It could be like a 2-stage, like Braviary and the Vulture. Or it could just be a single 1-stage thing, like Hawlucha. I would not be surprised either way. Again, I'm judging based on what I think. Like, a lot of this stuff is early game, but this could be mid as far as I know. I actually think that's really cool. I think that thing looks really nice. I like the night, man. It's kind of, I like it for the same reason I like Honchkrow. It's just kind of a cool, like, crow thing.
skills to use when working as a flying taxi
It's a flying taxi.
to any town.
So that, okay, so based on that line, my guess is, there's no HMs. I hate HMs. I will stand by that. My hope was that they were going to bring back the Latios and Latios system from ORAS. I don't know actually how people felt about that, but I always thought it was really cool. They may still. I don't think HMs are coming back. Duh. Nobody likes those anymore. And the game's been able to move beyond. I hope there are still ride Pokemon and whatnot. Like the Tauros and the whatnot. That was so cool in Sun and Moon, and they work really well. But this makes me wonder, is like a Charizard ride going to come back? Or is this going to be our fast travel system? And it's going to work more like the buggies in Skyrim, right? Where you, right outside of town, you'll find a horse and carriage, and you can take that to any of the other cities. Again, this is still a Pokemon game, so you're going to go in a progression sequence. You can't just, like, take it to the College of Winter Run or whatever. But yeah. So that may be a change. I know that's kind of less convenient, but maybe there's a reason to do it. Overall, those are all kind of cool. There was one really specific shot I'm looking for. I guess let's talk about this. Okay, so giant Pokemon. Let me actually. There's a shot I'm looking for. There's a good one. I like the idea of raid battles. It's an interesting new idea to bring to Pokemon. I think it has a lot of it's got a lot of potential. It's something new. A giant is it's weird to me, man. Like, that's out of all the gimmicks they could have done, just making the Pokemon giant is kind of especially because I feel like Z moves were really cool, and Mega Evolution is great. Mega Evolution is my favorite gimmick. Man, I love it. But this is kind of I do like the fact that it only, once per battle was obvious, but the fact that it only lasts 3 turns adds a lot of potential strategy to it. It doesn't look like it's going to be a thing that you can use all the time, though. Whereas, like, Mega Evolution and other thing you can use at any point, Z moves. This, you may only be able to use it in, like, gyms and on certain people. So my guess is these wild areas, while they do cover a lot of different ones, because we see a lot of different, like, we see Desert, Grass Worlds, Fireland, Ice World, Boss, and all that stuff. It also looks like it's covering a bunch of, like, different areas. I wonder if I could find out. Wild areas. Okay, so let's go back. I like that shot, I might as well say. It's very, like, it does remind me of, like, most other, like, JRPGs that Pokemon's never really been, even though I actually did not consider Pokemon it was a JRPG until, like, Gen 6. It was never in the cards. Pokemon always feels like, when I think JRPG, I think Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy VI. I've never really thought Pokemon. But this wild areas, I don't think they're going to be every route. But if you look at a map of the region, there are a lot of areas where these wild areas could be. And this is the areas where the Pokemon walk around. I wish they did the follow behind you thing, man. I love that so much. I was hoping that was going to come back. But the Pokemon out in the open, there's one scene, I'm not going to be able to find it, where you see, like, a bunch of those sheep. Just having Pokemon in the world makes it feel so alive. It's something I love a lot. Okay, I've already lost the whatever I was looking for. Whatever. Yeah, no, overall, I'm more on board with it. Like, the wild areas did a lot. Some of the raid idea is interesting. The new Pokemon, I love the night bird. I love the sheep. I love the sheep, man. That's good. That could be a 3-stage or a 2-stage. We're not getting a Shuckle. Whether we're getting, and I'm glad they're keeping it low. If we get, like, 1 Pokemon a month from now on, 1 to 2, I guess, and I hope they leave at least, like, a quarter to even half that we never see. Like, that would be really cool. Because I know, well, I don't know any of the cycles before Gen 6. Gen 6 and Gen 7, we knew, like, next to everything before they came out. So if they keep some stuff secret here, that'd be cool. If they go back and they add some new evolutions to Pokemon, because every other generation we get new evolutions, Gen 2, Gen 4, and then I'm counting Mega Evolutions. But then, like I said, Evolutions, we always get one, Gen 2, Gen 4, Gen 6, Gen 8, I hope, like I said a Dragon one. I'm not expecting a new type or anything, but we need that Dragon one, man. The Dragon one's cool. My other hope is Sword and Shield, Steel typing would also be really cool. Dragon, I think, is, like, almost a guarantee, especially we're doing United Kingdom as inspiration and the Welsh Dragon and all that. There's a lot of neat-looking areas we saw, and, like, during the highlight reel. I'm not going to go back and find them, but there was a lot of stuff. What was I looking for? Oh, the freaking bird and snake plane thing. Look at them. Look at them. Oh my, the wolves, I mean, yes, they were hinted at in the logos. I get it. I get why they did the wolf and the 2 wolves. I hope they do something with them, because we've seen a Pokemon with a shield for a face before. We've had a sword Pokemon. Honedge is one of them. Was one of my favorite reveals in Gen 6. I love Honedge. And even though I know Aegislash is very competitively viable, I was just never able to get into it. And it's got both a sword and a shield. It's very neat. And they clearly have some sort of, like, form thing or something going on. I don't entirely know, but there's definitely something more going on. It's just, holding the sword is weird. I mean, I like, who was it? What was it? The subtlety of the Gen 5 water starter, Oshawott Final Evolution, where like the swords are like in its arms. It's just it just holding a sword just feels weird. I don't know how to explain it. The shield one's a lot better, I'll admit. Like, that doesn't look bad, and this is clearly them like using some big special attack Z move thingy. It'd be neat to see them like combine into one. I know Pokemon's been doing that a lot recently. I hope this game, like all the multiverse stuff, they kind of tone down on. I feel like they might have hinted at something in there at some point. I can't remember the line. But I hope they tone down on the multiverse stuff. Because that was a lot of people's problems with Ultra Sun and Moon. And I could argue about that. I might argue about that one day. But that's another thing that ever since Gen 5, fusion legendaries have been a big thing with Black and White 2. And then Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they did fusions with Necrozma, which was kind of... it was kind of stupid, honestly. I mean, it made sense in universe, because it was the same guy who did it. The same guy who made the white Reshiram and whatever, the fused Kyurem and Reshiram, or Kyurem and Zekrom. Also, Colress, he did it for both, so it made sense in universe, but it's still... I get why people are sick of it. Or at least I'm actually sick of it. The universe stuff I don't mind as much, but I kind of get people... I get why people complain. Yeah, overall these things are... I don't know. I like I said, I'm happy overall. I think there's a lot here to like. Where's that box? Sorry, real quick on it. Let's see. Okay, I went a little too far. There we go. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's God, the giant form. I mean, at least I liked it better in execution than I did in the thing I saw this morning. I thought that was so stupid when I read it like 4 hours ago. I thought it was so stupid. It was so much better in execution. It's a Pokemon game. It's taking a lot of new risks. They're taking advantage of the hardware to do new and interesting things. I am completely on board with that. I'm always, like I said, one day I'll get my Monolith Soft style Pokemon. Everyone's always talking they want like a big open world Pokemon RPG in the vein of like World of Warcraft. And while I do want that, the idea of a Monolith Soft style Pokemon game sounds infinitesimally more interesting to me, especially because it's a lot harder to monetize than say an open world RPG World of Warcraft style game would be, because we live in the age of the microtransaction loot box that we don't even call microtransactions. Looking at you, Cliffy B, you piece of shit. That's all I gotta say, honestly. I'm walking away positive. I guarantee you not everyone is. I hope we see some more at the treehouse. I'm expecting maybe a little gameplay, like if during the treehouse they show off like the character walking around like the wild area, I'd be cool with that. That's not what I'm expecting. The release date of November. I think the only Pokemon game I can think of in recent years that hasn't come out in November was Oras October? I feel like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire was October. Other than that, I think they've all been November, which it's a holiday title. It's interesting how Nintendo's going to do it, because Animal Crossing and Link's Awakening and all that are coming out around the same time. I know that's never stopped Nintendo before, because I want to say a ORAS, 3D World, and Link Between Worlds like all came out within like a week of each other. Some of those might have come out on the same day. So, I mean, it's never slowed down Nintendo before. But their holiday season's got a lot. That's going to be interesting. I need to go to bed. I've gotten 3 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours, if I haven't already said that. 3 to 4. I'll see if I can get this on YouTube. Hopefully I can. If not, I'll find a way to do it. But yeah, stay tuned for E3. I have a show on Friday that I'm going to, so probably not anything on Friday, but next Friday definitely is Blind Chat team. I don't know. Unicorns are the national animal of Scotland, but narwhals are B tier, which isn't bad technically. B tier is pretty decent. I don't know. It'll probably be unicorn. We'll see though. But yeah, enough. I'm rambling at this point. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.